your shopping destination. Discover style, adventure, and endless energy. Everything you're looking for is here.
Starlight Night Transformation! It's a promise. Let's protect our home together.
A falling star deserves no home.
For Starlight Night, home lies with the wishes of the people.
All right, we're in the hollow.
How are things with Bernice and Caesar?
I checked. Caesar's already asleep. That girl's got a routine like clockwork.
And Bernice is all taken care of. I sparred with her the entire day to wear her out. Looks like tonight, the ethereals in the hollow won't taste my perfect one-hit KO. They got off lucky.
Quit whining, Lighter. If you'd hidden the nitro fuel better, we wouldn't be in this mess. All right, let's get moving. Only the three of us and the proxy can handle this now. This way, quickly!
It'd be a real shame if we were too noisy and Casa found out.
Gotcha now!
Proxy, where did Casa go?
Let's search the area first.
Looks like this isn't the right way.
You die.
just getting started.
Catch this one!
I think this place is the storage area.
It's the exit! Let's go! Huh? And the winner is me!
All right.
There's Casa. Looks like she's waiting for someone. Roxy, let's take a...
I'm here like I was told. Hello? Is anyone there?
I thought we agreed.
Morse?
You were supposed to come alone.
What are you talking about? Hand over the goods like you promised.
If you want the goods, you're gonna have to pay up. Or... I'll just take it from the Sons of Caledon.
Wait, what?
You're mine now, and my prey never escapes.
Oh yeah? Bring it on! Morse, Casa, let's settle this right now! Caesar trusted you. What are you doing running with them?
Hang on, Lucy, I can explain.
You guys met up here in secret. What else is there to explain? What did they hook you up with?
It's not like that. It's just that the town is in dire need of necessities. Ever since the gas station ran out of gas. Low on money and resources.
He's trying to escape! After him! Huh?
Caesar, you're here?
Caesar, calm down and listen to me. Casa and the Overlord...
Enough! I know. These supplies will get corrupted if left in the hollow. Casa. Take them with you.
Overlord Pompeii?
It's been a while, Caesar of the Sons of Caledon. To think that little sprout by Big Daddy's side would dare bring her underlings to challenge me.
Overlord Pompeii, while the Sons of Caledon still recognize you as the leader of the Motor League, you'd better explain why you're here.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That will be addressed soon enough. But first, there's a more pressing matter. Caesar, these goods are what the Vanquishers promised to deliver to Blazewood. Are you deciding to let the mayor take them?
Don't push your luck.
Lucy, wait. I heard you arguing with Casa earlier. I checked these boxes. They really are food and medicine. They weren't lying, no matter where they came from. These are things the town needs. But, Casa, if you're in a bad spot, why didn't you ask us for help? We've known each other for years.
Caesar, I was actually planning to ask you for help. But then you came in all excited, telling me you qualified for the Tour d'Inferno and asked if you could stay in Blazewood for a while. The Sons of Caledon have helped Blazewood so much over the years. At a crucial time like this, we have no way to repay you. So how could we make you worry about this for us too?
Repay? Selling us out to the Vanquishers is your idea of repaying us?
Selling you out? Wait, Lucy, I've never betrayed you. I just made a deal with the Vanquishers. We trade the handicrafts we make for supplies.
She's telling the truth. Although you have the favor of Blazewood, as the Overlord, I couldn't turn a blind eye to the needs of the residents. So, I presented them with an opportunity. When Casa suggested moving the trade to the Hollow to avoid any misunderstandings, I agreed. After all, we can't disrupt the peace among League members.
So you're saying the leak about our whereabouts has nothing to do with you?
Standing your ground is a good trait, but not knowing when to back down is just disrespectful. I'm here to resolve this matter. Today I found this in the handicrafts Blazewood delivered.
Is that a listening device?
Moors, this vial should have contained heavy oil, the lifeblood of the old oil field. So why is this here? Also, the supplies delivered to Blazewood of late seem to be less than what was agreed upon. Do you know anything about this?
Boss, Pompey,
Moors, I didn't bring you along for the Tour d'Inferno just for you to play dirty tricks. If we, as the League Overlords, are not just, then who would want to remain part of the League? And who would protect the old oil field?
I'm so sorry. I messed up. I wasn't thinking straight. It's all my fault. I'll take the punishment.
You're willing to take your punishment. Do you think you alone can bear the responsibility for the damage that you've caused? Sons of Caledon, Casa. Moors is my subordinate. I failed to manage him properly. I won't shift the blame onto him. As the current Overlord, I'll take responsibility for this and provide compensation.
Nice speech. Now how do you plan to fix this?
Recently, I negotiated and reached cooperation agreements with several areas neighboring the old oil field. According to the agreement, the old oil field's damaged oil pipelines can be rebuilt through other regions, as long as we provide some of the oil to them.
Wait, does that mean our town's oil supply is saved?
That's right. Within 3 months, the supply should be restored. Also, several regions have agreed to share the roads, opening up at least 5 new freight routes for the old oil field. Sons of Caledon. In the next 6 months, I plan to have you manage 3 of these routes. I take it you won't refuse.
You mean you're just gonna hand them over on a silver platter?
I heard you've been drawing bad routes lately. Though it's just a coincidence, it's time to compensate you. And though the new routes are lucrative, they also traverse treacherous areas and require experienced riders. I have a condition, though. You need to help the less fortunate residents in these 3 regions for free during this period. And any teams using the routes in the future must do the same. How does that sound?
Hey, Lucy. How are the terms? Are they really as good as he says?
If it's true, it does solve our long-standing issues with Blazewood. Plus, with expanded routes, the other biker gangs would see a significant income boost.
I see. Hey, oh man! Your terms are certainly interesting. But it looks like you're making assumptions. The title of Overlord and who gets to allocate the routes hasn't been decided yet. If I become Overlord, I'll be fairer than you.
You can certainly talk the talk. I'll take that as a yes.
All right, I agree.
Caesar, here's a letter of commitment I wrote myself. The route allocations will be officially announced soon. See you at the Tour d'Inferno.
So, it turns out, Moores bugged the handicrafts sent to Blazewood for processing, and was listening in on our conversations.
Yes, and once the goods were processed and shipped out, they could discreetly retrieve the listening device. It's a flawless plan.
If that's the case, why did the Overlord reveal this? At that point, we hadn't even discovered the listening device.
Even if we hadn't found the listening device, once we cleared things up with Casa, we would have eventually started to suspect the handicrafts.
That's right. If we found the bugs ourselves, things would have gotten out of hand.
Is there a difference?
Oh, Bernice, always so optimistic. The Overlord stepping up shows some sincerity, at least. If we had confronted him, even if it was all Moore's doing, he wouldn't have accepted his terms, right? Mishandling this could have shaken the foundations of the Motor League, jeopardizing the safety of the old oil field.
It could jeopardize the safety of the entire area?
Yes. We've been able to live relatively peacefully, thanks to the League ensuring the security of our oil resources. You have to understand, our oil isn't just coveted by other regions in the Outer Ring. Big city companies see it as the only thing stopping them from expanding into the Outer Ring. If something happens to the oil, the biker gangs might have a chance to move to other areas. But everyone else won't be so lucky. Especially Blazewood. The residents are mainly the elderly or children, and their ether aptitude is weak.
Oh, Proxy, there you are. Sorry to bother you, but can we talk? Proxy, I want to discuss Caesar. Ever since we met with the Overlord, she's been acting weird. She's usually straightforward and energetic. But lately, she's just been sitting on her own, lost in thought. She's even eating less than usual.
Caesar's worried about something?
It's strange, right? Lighter offered to train for the Tour d'Inferno with her, and she said she'd think about it. I think it's related to what happened that day. But if I ask her, she won't tell me the truth. Just so you know, I don't really care what's wrong with her, but she's still the leader of the Sons of Caledon, and I can't let her affect the others. Proxy, can you come up with something?
Lucy, how about I take Caesar out to take her mind off things? I'm planning to head back to New Eridu tomorrow to copy some offline data. It might be a good opportunity.
That's a good idea. And Caesar hasn't been to New Eridu much. You can show her around. All right, I'll handle Caesar. Tomorrow, have her take you to New Eridu on her bike. I'll leave the rest to you.
So this is where the famous Phaethon lives and runs a video store. That reminds me. Sometimes Lucy comes all the way to New Eridu just to see movies that feature her favorite stars.
Caesar, you haven't been to New Eridu much, have you?
When we do get business in the city, we get hold of temporary entry permits. But I rarely make the trip. I was born and raised in the Outer Ring. I still prefer a place that gives you the freedom to roam.
How about we explore the city today? I'll be your tour guide. We have some time while the data copies, and there's nothing else to do while we wait.
All right, you're the boss.
Nothing beats caffeine on a lazy afternoon. Want some? Sometimes, stopping to take a break can help you go further.
We've seen the movie and had our drinks. Where should we go next?
We've got some time to spare. How about we walk around nearby? There's lots of interesting shops in Lumina Square. You might see something you like.
Okay, let's go.
Everyone, watch out! Stay away from that fugitive!
Uh-oh. That guy has a dangerous look in his eyes. Those guys chasing him don't stand a chance. Take care of yourself, Wise. I'll be right back. Hello, Wise?
Caesar, where are you? Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I already caught the guy. Don't forget I'm even stronger than Lighter. And besides, you weren't that concerned about me when I was dealing with ethereals before.
Humans are sometimes more dangerous than ethereals.
Wow, that's so old school. You sound just like Big Daddy. So, are you still nearby? I got totally turned around chasing him through the alleys. So, I am a little lost right now. Give me a minute and I'll come to you. Hey, Wise, can you hear me? The data should have finished copying by now. And it's getting dark. Let's head back to the Outer Ring. Thanks for showing me around today. Seems like everywhere in New Eridu is just as busy as the old oil field's biggest market. Badger's Respite. So many strange and wonderful things. No wonder a lot of people from the Outer Ring want to live here.
Haven't you ever thought about it, Caesar? With your skills, you could apply for citizenship.
Me? Never thought about it. Even now, being here in the city, I still feel like I belong in the Outer Ring.
Wise, it really is you. Long time no see. I saw the note on your door saying you'd be away for a while, but I didn't expect it to be this long. Chop told me he saw you were back, so I came over to check. How are you guys?
We're doing good, thanks, Enzo. Just visiting friends for a few days.
I happen to be one of those friends. We'll take good care of Belle and Wise.
With such a friendly host, we neighbors can rest easy. I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, just drop by my store.
Is that guy your neighbor, Proxy? You seem close. I always heard people in the city aren't as close to one another. But from what I've seen today, people seem pretty friendly here too. You asked if I ever thought about living in the city. I guess with so many close friends in the Outer Ring, I've just never thought about leaving. So, if I want to really protect them, I can't do that.
Are you talking about becoming the Overlord?
Yeah, Proxy. I've been thinking a lot these past few days. Growing up with the stories of the Tord Inferno, I always wanted to become the Overlord to prove I was the strongest. But being the Overlord is more than just being the strongest. Even though Pompey's men caused trouble, he stepped in and resolved the situation. He even took care of the problems in Blazewood and with the Sons of Caledon. I only just found out the reason the Overlord hadn't been seen for the past 6 months is because he had been working on negotiations with the other regions. I would have never thought of doing that. I didn't even know it was an option. When he laid out the terms, Lucy immediately saw the benefits of the new routes for the old oil field. But I only understood after she told me. Casa has been working tirelessly for the town, bearing the brunt of all the pressure. Compared to them, I still have a long way to go.
Realizing your shortcomings is the first step to becoming a better person. And you have your strengths too, Caesar. When you found those goods in the Hollow, you didn't get angry. You let Casa take them out first. At the time, we all thought Casa had betrayed us, but you still thought of the town's residents first, worrying the items would be corrupted in the Hollow.
I think anyone else would do the same, right? Making sure everyone has enough to eat is more important than my pride or my feelings. But hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. I might not be the smartest, but like a wild boar, once I set my sights on a target, I won't let up until I chase them down. Besides, I've got a great group of friends supporting me. Now it's time to focus on Tord Inferno. Pompey is a great opponent. This time, we'll find out once and for all who's the best!
Boss, here's the new route distribution sheet. The newly expanded freight routes have been assigned to the Sons of Caledon as per your instructions.
Yes, put it there.
Boss, you've worked so hard for these new routes. Are you really going to just hand them over?
If it weren't for Moores stealing the intelligence, I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. By the way, Moores insists he acted alone. What do you think?
Well, boss, you know Moores was also thinking of our best interests.
You're giving me the answer to a question I never asked. But you don't seem too surprised by all this. Wanting to win isn't a bad thing. But since I'm the reigning overlord, we have to act with integrity. The Motor League's stability ensures the safety of the oil wells. If there's infighting, someone's going to get taken advantage of. By the way, I heard that you've had a lot of dealings with companies in the city lately.
That is absolutely untrue. It's just that we had some issues with the protective gear we arranged for the oil refinery. I had to find a way to handle it.
I hope so. Lucius, you're smart and ambitious, but always eager for immediate results. Don't let your cleverness backfire.
Yes, boss.
These documents never end. I've been feeling exhausted these days. Am I getting too old for this?
Not at all, boss. You've been talking about the Tour d'Inferno a lot lately. You're clearly raring to go.
Well said. Caesar may have some potential, but she's not ready to replace me yet.
But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the next few days. After all, for this grand event, you need to be in peak condition.
Didn't expect so many people. I'm feeling a bit nervous.
Do what you're good at, Proxy, and leave the rest to us.
What's that thing flying around?
Good question. Eyes wide open and take a gander at this, folks. To give everyone a front row seat to this grand event, every Tour d'Inferno is filmed by drones. And this year, there's only an unprecedented 10-minute broadcast delay inside and outside the hollow. Enough chit-chat. Let's introduce this year's factions! Defending, we got the Vanquishers, Pompey, Lucius, and Mars! Challenging, we have the Sons of Caledon, Caesar, Lucy, and Lighter! The rules are simple. Charge into the hollow, reach Cinder Lake, and use the Spark Stone to blow up those pesky ether crystals. Whoever completes the ritual first will be crowned Overlord!
Overlord! The finals have been a long time coming. The showdown's gonna be a blast.
You're quite confident, little girl. Do your best, and try not to bore me.
All right, folks, take your positions. The Torrent Inferno is officially on! The Vanquishers and the Sons of Caledon are neck and neck as they pass the fork. Can we expect an epic showdown in the Hollow?
Be careful, everyone. We're about to enter the hollow.
Cinderglow Lake, here we come!
Everyone, follow this path down into the depths of the hollow. I'll monitor this route in real time.
Obstacles detected on the road ahead.
Piece of cake.
Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
Rush past them!
You okay?
Not at all! My hair is full of sand! That's what you get for being so slow!
There are more and more ether crystals around.
Ether concentration levels are up too. Everybody be careful. There's a huge building over there.
Probably an oil refinery, right? Big Daddy told me this place used to be incredible. Oh, that was close. Watch where you're going!
Warning. Fire detected on the road ahead. Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
That was a tough track.
Really? Is that all you got?
Just focus on your driving, okay?
Watch out. It's getting more narrow up ahead.
Sit tight, Proxy.
What's that sound? The ground's shaking. Everyone.
Proxy! Proxy! Wake up! Are you okay? Dang, that was quite an impact. Is your Bang Boo all right?
I'm fine. What about the others?
I don't know. Lucy and Lighter are missing. It's just you and me. When the boulder fell, the ground gave way and collapsed, forming a massive hole. And when I woke up, we were here.
Master, due to the spatial distortion caused by the severe tremors, you have deviated from the planned route, recalculating your position. Additionally, before the rockfall, a significant release of energy was detected coming from both sides of the road. Please proceed with caution.
A significant release of energy. You mean an explosion?
There were old oil facilities on that path. Did the explosion come from there?
What's this? When we fell in here, I got covered in this glittery dust.
Dust? Now that you mention it, Eos is covered in it too. Wait a minute. Isn't this stuff the ether powder left behind after a pure ether explosive goes off?
What did you say, Wise? But the Outer Ring doesn't have advanced ether technology, and the city wouldn't sell such dangerous tech to the Outer Ring. So how did it get here?
That can only mean one thing. The explosion was no accident.
What? Who did this? Couldn't be... the Vanquishers, could it? But when we were at the starting line, Pompey told me to give it my all and give him a proper challenge. He seemed eager to compete. How could he stoop so low?
Caesar, although we can't jump to conclusions, with an incident as serious as this, there's no way today's race can continue as planned. The drone should have gotten it all on camera. Bernice is watching the race. We have to tell her the truth and get her to call it off.
Understood, Second Assistant. Connecting you now.
Oh, hey, Proxy, it's you. What are you calling me for? Everything looks to be going smoothly in the Hollow, and we haven't encountered any battles so far.
Huh? Bernice, didn't you see what just happened?
What? Did something happen?
Why, something's wrong. Barry says the footage being broadcast has been tampered with. It's not just ours. Even the footage of the Overlord is fake. The footage from both sides has been swapped out. I don't think this is just about stopping us from winning the Tour d'Inferno.
Yeah, their actions suggest they aren't worried about getting exposed later. And there's ether explosives appearing where they shouldn't be in the Outer Ring. Could they be targeting Cinder Lake?
Are you saying Cinder Lake might be in danger?
Yes, I think Wise's guess makes sense.
Caesar, you're the leader of the Sons of Caledon and our client. So what's the plan? We can try to get out of the Hollow right now and tell everyone about what happened. Or...
You're stating the obvious, Proxy. We're heading to Cinder Lake. We can't just sit back and watch. As long as we can protect Cinder Lake, we'll figure the rest out.
Got it. Phaethon will respect and follow your decision.
Wait. What are you all talking about? It sounds like something crazy happened, but it doesn't make any sense.
Don't worry, Bernice. I'll explain everything to you later. Wise, Caesar, you two should get going. You've got to regroup with Lighter and Lucy.
Let's go, Proxy. We don't have much time.
Biosignals detected in the area ahead.
There's no end to these things!
With Lucy's voice. Let's hurry! I have arrived!
Caesar and the Proxy! Seriously? What took you so long?
Are you guys all right?
Boss, don't worry. We're fine. But the collapse just now was not normal. Seems like it was caused by ether explosives.
That's the conclusion we came to, too. Looks like someone is trying to harm Cinder Lake. We have to get there fast.
Wait! If you're going to Cinder Lake, you need a bike!
Note, I've already detected the coordinates of 3 motorbikes.
That's great news! Proxy, take us there now!
There it is!
brave, fear nothing.
Catch this one.
This way. There's a spatial fissure nearby.
Biosignals detected nearby.
Let's go take a look.
It's Morse. That's weird. Why isn't he with the Overlord and the others?
Boss, that guy just now was holding a pair of binoculars. He seemed to be looking at something at the foot of the mountain. It's where the explosion happened.
Mors, what's your status? Have you seen the Sons of Caledon? Where have they gone to?
Reporting in, boss. I've been monitoring their route as instructed, but I still haven't seen any sign of them yet.
Still haven't seen them. Those young'uns know how to handle themselves. Now that they're facing some real trouble, they can't take it.
Boss? You okay?
Mors, of course the Overlord is fine. Didn't you see him cut down those ethereals just now with a single slash?
Lucius, enough trying to suck up to me. After all these years with me, you still haven't gotten over those bad habits of yours. Turning tail and running at the first sign of danger, and underestimating your enemies when victory's within reach. As a biker and second in command of the Vanquishers, you aren't fit to lead with that attitude.
Boss, I get what you're saying. I've always been slow to learn. If it wasn't for you, I would never have even seen the shadow of Cinder Lake.
Enough. In the past, you would have fled at the mention of the Tour d'Inferno, but now you've insisted on coming along. That counts as progress. Mors, keep an eye on the Sons of Caledon. We aren't far from Cinder Lake.
Not good. The Vanquishers are way ahead of us.
But by the sounds of it, Pompey knew nothing about the explosion.
Is it just me, or does something feel off about Morse? The explosion at the foot of the mountain just now caused a huge landslide. You can see the rising smoke and dust from here, even without binoculars.
Roxy, you're onto something. Seeing something like that would usually cause alarm. Even if Morse was sent to spy on us. It's still weird that he didn't even mention this to the Overlord.
Hey, Caesar, pipe down!
Huh? Who's there?
Morse, time to surrender.
Not gonna happen!
Victory's mine!
Direct hit! This isn't good. He's trying to get away!
Morse, you coward!
Boss, he escaped through the fissure.
And one stab! Morse must have had something to do with the explosion back there. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Now's not the time for this. Focus on dealing with the ethereals in front of us.
The Sons of Caledon talked a big game about having a showdown, but this has been disappointingly dull.
Boss, you might have a soft spot for that Caesar, but it's their own fault for being so useless.
But dull can be a good thing. At least we won't have to worry about Cinder Lake for a few years. What's with all these ether crystals coming out of nowhere?
The ether aggregation catalyst can accelerate the crystallization of free-floating ether particles. This is tech developed by City Enterprises to increase ether production, and it works wonders in the unique environment of Cinder Lake.
Lucius, do you mean you...
That's right, Pompey. I've replaced your Spark Stone. Cinder Lake will be completely extinguished soon. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot to mention. When using this catalyst, the nearby ether concentration will skyrocket. Especially for those with a weak aptitude for ether.
It will have serious consequences.
Lucius, how dare you? You won't get away with this!
How dare you give me another scar? You monster! Despite being so corrupted, you still have this much strength!
To think I ever had such high hopes for you. I was blind! Do you understand the impact of colluding with the city's ether companies? What it'll do to this place?
Did you really think we all shared your old-fashioned ideals of freedom and morality, boss? The weak and the worthless have no place in this age. With the power of ether, I will establish a new order in this leaderless outer ring. A kingdom completely under my control!
What is it? Boss, we found the Sons of Caledon. They're about to reach Cinder Lake.
What? All those explosives didn't take them out? We have to retreat for now. Seeing Cinder Lake snuffed out would have been a 90, but now it's down to a 60. Sorry, boss. Time to say goodbye. At least you'll be out of your misery. Wait a minute. I just remembered. Weren't you disappointed you couldn't face the Sons of Caledon in a final showdown?
Warning. A significant increase in ether concentration near Cinderglow Lake has been detected.
What? What's going on? There aren't any cameras near Cinder Lake, so we can't be sure. But it's definitely not a good sign.
Damn. Does that mean we're too late?
No matter what, Lucy. We have to get there as fast as we can. Proxy, where are our bikes?
The Fisher took them to a place not too far away. Come with me. Ferry, how's the situation at Cinder Lake looking?
Rising ether concentration levels detected. I have also detected that Cinder Lake's heat signature is shrinking.
I knew it! Cinder Lake is in trouble.
We're almost there. Our rides are up ahead.
Champion!
Victory's mine!
Dirty trick! Catch this one! And the winner is me!
I've got it from here, Caesar.
We're almost there. Cinder Lake is just ahead. Caesar, that's...
Old man! Hang in there!
The corruption is too severe.
Caesar! Something's wrong with Cinder Lake! There are ether crystals everywhere! What on earth happened here?
It's Lucius. He betrayed me.
We'll get you out now. We can deal with the rest
There's
later.
no time. Caesar, listen. You must protect Cinder Lake.
Oh, man!
completely turned into an ethereal.
Damn it! This is all Lucius is doing! He's the one conspiring with an ether corporation to extinguish Cinder Lake!
That's right. So long as the oil runs out, he can do whatever he pleases.
Warning. Rising ether activity detected.
What?
Feeling fired up?
That's all you've got!
His attack mode has changed. Watch out, everyone!
Out of our way, old man! If this keeps up...
The enemy is exhausted. Hold on a little longer.
Are you guys okay?
Caesar, don't worry about us. Just think about winning. This is the only way for the Overlord to rest in peace.
Further! Understood. Leave it to me!
There it is.
The brave fear nothing.
Direct hit.
Stop a racing blade! I'm unstoppable!
Let's roll! Watch it!
Looks like I win.
Come on, just a bit more!
Push!
I'm here. I'm fine.
We finally did it.
But Cinder Lake... in a few minutes, it'll be completely extinguished.
How ironic. Even with the Sparkstone, it's too far away. There's nothing we can do.
Without oil, what does Lucius plan to do with the old oil field?
Unless a miracle happens.
Huh?
I'll get the Sparkstone there.
What? Wait. No. Caesar, you can't leave!
Caesar! Have you lost your mind? You'll die! Caesar! Caesar! If we can't stay here, we'll just leave!
You're right, Lucy. Even without oil, we can still make a living somewhere else. But what about the people who don't have a choice? I'm sorry, but this is what I have to do. Don't look at me like that, because I'll start to feel afraid.
Wait, there's an abnormal spatial fluctuation nearby. It's like something is coming our way.
It's not over yet. Where is it?
Yo, we meet again.
Wise, everything's packed. We're ready to head back home.
Proxy! Good thing you haven't left. I almost missed seeing you off.
Caesar, I told you, you shouldn't have rushed over here. With everything that's happened in the old oil field, you need to be there to keep things under control.
I told you I'm just the acting overlord. That day, even though Pompey threw in the Sparkstone that was replaced by Lucius, he was the first one to reach the finish line. The overlord title should be his.
Caesar, speaking of Lucius, any news on his whereabouts?
Nothing yet. We haven't found his man Moors either. That no-good snake. We sent Bernice and Piper to cut him off, but he got away. Looking through the stuff he left behind, we found evidence that he was colluding with an ether corporation in the city. Combined with Eos's recordings that day, the old oilfield bikers are well aware of what he did. Proxy, I didn't get to thank you after leaving the Hollow. We saved Cinder Lake thanks to you.
Couldn't have done it without you, Caesar. When Cinder Lake was about to go out, I almost gave up hope. All I could do was watch as he rode away, getting further and further from us.
Hey, don't get emotional on me. I was saved by the fissure hidden under the vent. Isn't it crazy how that went down?
A friend who's an expert on this said that due to the complex air currents around the fissure, ether particles are unable to stabilize, preventing it from being sealed off. Due to the balance between the natural gas and the ether particles, the fissure won't be moving anywhere. It's probably been there for decades.
Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly. When the first overlord reached the lake, maybe that's where he jumped in too.
Who'd have thought the legend of the first overlord was true? Well, this was an unexpected discovery.
People back then didn't know about the fissure, and the first overlord probably forgot what happened to him. So that's where the divine intervention part of the legend came from.
True, but isn't the existence of a fissure right in the middle of Cinder Lake already pretty divine intervention-y?
Do you remember what happened after you fell into the fissure?
Parts of it, but it's hazy. I thought I was done for. In the darkness, I thought I would lose consciousness pretty quickly. But I could feel every part of the overwhelming pressure as I passed through the fissure. Then, I saw a light in the darkness and instinctively pulled back on the throttle and sped towards it. Next thing, I came out right on top of you all.
It was unbelievable. After you said, "We meet again," the next thing out of your mouth was, "Lucy, if I die, the Sons of Caledon are yours."
She's always had her eye on taking over as the leader of the Sons of Caledon. And in that moment, I suddenly realized that I'd never made that clear before. I thought she'd be relieved, but that lunatic jumped up, shouted, "I don't want your leftovers!" and straight up slapped me in the face.
It's your fault for saying that. Lucy was still crying when we left the Hollow.
Yeah, Lucy was really scared I would die. But now everything's fine. Both me and Cinder Lake. Since you're heading back to the city, let me give you something as a memento.
Wow, a sunflint!
Yeah, all of the Sons of Caledon chipped in. It's a shame I didn't have time to help with the weaving. I just drew the design in the middle.
Thanks. I'll take good care of it.
You're always welcome in the Outer Ring, Proxy. May you rise from the ashes
The sound of Caesar's motorcycle has completely faded. It looks like we're about to leave the outer ring.
As expected of the new Overlord. So reliable. It's really cool that they escorted us all the way to the edge of the outer ring. They even took a bunch of shortcuts that the GPS didn't know.
Thinking about how Cinder Lake was almost extinguished, and now we're laughing and driving home, it feels like a dream.
What's wrong, Belle? You sound a little emotional.
Although we could only prove the fissure in Cinder Lake exists from its effects, apart from Caesar's bold gamble, there really was no other way to save it. But watching Caesar fall, that feeling of helplessness, I never want to go through that again. Just like that time.
Belle.
Wise. No wonder we're family. You must be thinking the same thing I am, right, Wise? This is the edge of the city. Eos and Fairy are here too. It's time.
Master, you have deviated from your course, recalculating a new route home.
Don't worry, Fairy. We are going the right way. The road we're taking now is the real way home.
We're here. Let's go up.
Come on, Eos. Don't forget your scarf.
It feels like we haven't been back in a long time, Belle.
Fairy, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product of the large uncontrolled hollow disaster in Eridu, often called the fall of the Old Capital. To deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero during the fall of the Old Capital, Eridu's leaders at the time detonated the 14 Shiryu pillars from the southwest to the northeast. The power of the explosion sparked a strong geological chain reaction, bringing about the formation of the chasm.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted, so Hollow Zero can't convert more etheric energy to expand, which prevents it from getting out of control.
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Within 10 minutes, you'll come upon a massive statue.
That belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the Minerva Quarter. On the left side of the road were all the old civilization antique shops that Wise liked to go to. He was just a kid back then, and always fell for fake antiques.
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle loved. I couldn't resist Belle's whining and ended up buying more treats than she could ever finish.
I couldn't finish them? As soon as any snacks were placed on the table, everyone would grab them up within a minute. Or have you forgotten?
How could I forget? So, at the end of main road number 7, after you pass 3 security gates, you'll see a beautiful building.
Our teacher is right there. She'll be at the entrance with Eos, waiting for us. She always liked to stand to the right of the building's plaque.
The Helios Academy. That's our real home. It's there now as well, just across the chasm, deep inside Hollow Zero, under the rubble of the old capital's ruins.
Teacher, we're back. It's been a while this time, and a lot's happened.
Master, Second Assistant, please allow me to express my condolences for the significant individual who has passed away. Should you wish, I can search for her name and accurately determine her location on the memorial monument.
Carol Arna.
That name was not found in the database of victims from the fall of the Old Capital. Only one matching result was found in the related information. Resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Research Director Carol Arna of the Helios Academy, along with others involved, will forever be etched on the Pillar of Shame. Speculation. The name provided earlier was incorrect, or the matching information belongs to another person with the same name.
No, it's no mistake. The person officially responsible for the fall of the old capital is Carol Arna.
She was our teacher.
She taught us, raised us. The HDD system and EOS are among her many achievements. She also saved us when the old capital fell. Fairy, didn't you ask us why we wanted to investigate Hollow Zero? This is our reason.
We became proxies so we could collect enough observation data to one day head back to where Helios Academy once stood, deep in Hollow Zero.
We're confident that if there are clues anywhere, it's got to be there.
Belle and I are prepared to swear on our lives that our teacher isn't the one responsible. We have to uncover the truth about the fall of the old capital and clear our teacher's name. She's innocent, because...
Warning, an unknown entity has been detected nearby.
Huh? Now? Who would come here?
You're the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi.
That's correct. And you're the leaders of the independent investigation team with the exceptional guide Bangbu. I did not anticipate being bested by you.
We're honored you remember us. But being bested by us, what do you mean?
I am training to be the first to reach the Chasm Memorial. I would like to spend some more time with her, alone.
So you're here to pay your respects to the deceased too?
Yes, my mother.
My condolences. I hope you can find peace soon.
Thank you. But I don't intend to find peace.
You don't want to find peace?
Indeed. I shall not seek peace until all those responsible for the fall of the old capital are apprehended. I'll catch them all. None will escape me.
Up already? Are you trying to give a grandma like me a run for her money? Or perhaps you just want a scratch card? Come back soon. Chatting with young people is a delight.
There's so many people at Lumina Square today.
Phaethon!
No, that's not Phaethon, it's No-Face. It's not surprising you confused them. Ever since Phaethon went quiet, No-Face has been one of the top proxies.
What's so great about Nullface? Are they really that good? Up against the famed Section 6 with the Void Hunter Miyabi in charge? I'd say Nullface is out of options.
Lady Miyabi is here! Not hurt the rest of Section 6! Lady Miyabi! Please step on me!
Oh, Master! My heart has something to say!
Sakaku! Dog, wanna be my... No, that came out all wrong.
No wonder it's so crowded. They're all fans of Section 6. Looks like they're hosting an event here. Should we get out of here? We don't want to be another notch on Section 6's belt like Nullface.
What are you talking about, Belle? We're law-abiding citizens.
What's wrong, Deputy Chief?
It's probably just my imagination. But I feel like something is about to happen. you're the HIA rep who booked to discuss cooperation today, right?
Yeah. I'm going to respond clearly and directly, explain why I'm here, and show off my cool professional side.
Did you mean to say that out loud?
I'm so sorry. That's me. I'm me. I'm the HIA rep. Yes. I swear I didn't sound this stupid when I was practicing in my head, but just thinking about talking with an elite from Section 6 made me...
Please relax. We're no different from any other task force. Except...
Yanagi, can I skip the next chief debriefing? I'd like to continue my training of never attending debriefings.
That training will only get you complaints and a bonus cut. You have to attend the debriefing, Chief.
Nagi, what's this lunchbox with "berry a meal" written on it? Is it a snack? Can I eat it?
No, you can't. That's medicine. Asaba brought it to use as proof when he was pretending he had a stomachache to get a sick day.
What? Deputy Chief, how did you know I was faking it? I mean, how could you accuse me of that?
Because the sick leave request you submitted last week had a photo of this exact same box. I've rejected tonight's leave request on behalf of the Chief, so don't forget about your night shift. Forgive me. Now, where were we?
You were saying you're no different from the other task forces?
Exactly. Everyone's personalities are just a little more distinct. So let's get to the matter at hand. What did you want to discuss?
All right. I'm here on behalf of the HIA to invite Section 6 to participate in a test of our latest next-gen VR system. All the necessary application processes have already been confirmed with the higher-ups.
Ah, so that's what it is. Yes, I did receive a note from the department head, assisting our partner organization in refining their new VR system by entering the virtual space as test users to evaluate system performance. But if I remember correctly, it said it would be voluntary. If you'll allow me to ask everyone first.
If participating in this means I can skip the debriefing, I'm in.
Do we get to go to the HIA club? Oh, they've got snacks there! I want to go!
Aha! Doing the VR test means I can skip my shift, right? Count me in.
They always come together in moments like this. All right, as you can see, Section 6 is willing to participate in the VR test. We'll head to the specified address. We look forward to working with you.
Fantastic! I'm gonna tell everyone at the office that it was my professional communication skills that got Section 6 to work with us. Maybe I'll even sneak a selfie as a souvenir.
You're thinking out loud again. And this is a classified area, so taking pictures is prohibited.
Gasp! Deputy Chief Tsukishiro, you're back! Is everyone from Section 6 ready to go?
Yes, they'll be arriving here shortly. Since we have some time before we begin, there's something I'm curious about and would like to ask you if that's all right.
Of course! Where would you like to start? Here's my electronic medical record with all my physiological information, and here's my knock-knock ID. Just scan it to add me as a friend. No verification needed. And this is my...
Oh, hold on. You misunderstand. I'm not interested in you personally. I just wanted to ask a few technical questions about the test.
I see. Sorry about that. I got a little excited there and misunderstood.
Concealing your tears with laughter just makes you sound even more pitiful. Our mission is to collaborate across departments to help the HIA test their latest VR system. Basically, the core feature of this new VR system is its unprecedented deep sync with sensory nerves. Simulations with such deep levels of immersion are better at tricking the brain into improved training results by convincing your body that a virtual experience is in fact real and not just visual stimulation. Of course, they've blocked off all pain sensors for this test. The plan is to roll out this new VR platform to public security, the Defense Force, regular investigators, and even the general public. So a standardized value system needs to be developed. Our task is to enter the simulation and conduct comprehensive battles. The techs here will set our combat data as the maximum limit inside the system. Once we finish modeling all the virtual data, our mission will be complete. Any questions?
I've got a question.
I've already persuaded the staff to help us submit the task report after it's completed, so you'll just need to notify the director when we're done, Chief.
No further questions from me.
Me!
The HIA will provide us with work meals and some snacks. I've asked them to allocate extra for you, Sakaku.
Yay! You're the best, Nagi!
I have a question as well.
No, you may not take any leave. All right then, if there are no further questions...
Wait, Deputy Chief, I wasn't asking about taking any leave.
Oh, my mistake. That's odd.
Odd? I think it's odd that you know the answer before even hearing the question. If I tried that with the girls in the intelligence unit, they'd think I was stalking them.
Okay, so what's your question?
How long are we supposed to conduct comprehensive battles?
There is no time restriction. It depends on the HIA's requirements. However, based on the design of this test system, the session will end automatically once we defeat all the test monsters.
What's that book you're holding?
It's the technical manual for the VR system. I borrowed it from the staff. Most of the information I just shared came from it.
What does it say on page 273?
It covers the 3 methods for initiating safe mode within the system and an analysis of their applicable scenarios.
That's weird! You said that without even flipping through the book! Did you memorize the whole thing? If you keep this up, you'll start losing your hair.
Yanagi, I want you to be the executor of my estate after I retire.
It's a little early to be planning for that, Chief. All right, let's put the strange questions aside and get ready to start testing.
Nagi, are there any unknown dangers in this virtual world?
Don't worry, the HIA staff will be with us every step of the way. And also, I'll be here. I'll take care of everyone.
Let me see that. It's got a realistic weight, too. All right, then.
My weapon feels perfect too. Simulating it to this level, well done.
Oh, wow, getting complimented by Miyabi. I'll never forget this day. To make testing easier, I've added a progress marker for everyone. When it turns green, it means the background data collection is done.
And that's the sign we're done for the day, right?
Well then, let's begin the combat test.
The first batch of test targets has been deployed, so it's rebels.
They talk less than actual rebels, which is good.
Resistance is futile. Perfect coordination. A joint effort.
The second batch of test targets has been deployed.
It's a cereal! Even though they're fake.
Real or fake, evil must be slain.
There's public security too? Is this a training program for
Interesting.
Hollow Raiders?
I've always wanted to see what they can do.
How about this? Awesome!
Roger. Waste of time.
Around and around and stop!
Test target deployed.
Embody. Perfect.
The data has been collected, and that concludes the test. Thank you everyone for your cooperation.
That was a solid combat simulation. Almost too real. The downside is, it ended too quickly. Now I have to sit through that meeting when we get back.
I'd much rather slack off here than work overtime. Wait, that's not right. Even though my body's resting, my mind's been working overtime. I haven't slacked off at all. This is cyber overtime. Mental exhaustion. Deputy Chief, what's another way to describe it?
Karma. But we did finish sooner than expected. Was the data collection successful?
Everything went smoothly. To avoid delaying everyone's work, we accelerated the back-end data modeling process.
I didn't realize that was possible. It wasn't listed in the technical manual. Good job, everyone. Do you still want a group photo? Since we're done early, I can arrange that for you.
Group photo? What do you mean?
Didn't you say you wanted to sneak a selfie as a souvenir?
Oh, yeah, I did say that. But I know Section 6 is super busy. I wouldn't want to bother you with something so trivial. We could head straight back to hand.
Huh? We're heading straight back. But what about the meals?
We'll have the meals packed up and delivered to you. I'll bring up the logout menu now. Please hit confirm when you're ready.
Thanks. We'll log out right now.
You have now logged out of the system.
It's just like being inside a hollow.
Please stop reading my mind, Deputy Chief. This is really starting to scare me.
You're scared of an empty square?
No, I'm scared of how many times your mommy has seen right through my leave requests.
My mommy? I've only got a sister.
Let's share our findings on the investigation. Chief, have you got anything?
Nothing. No matter how much I wave my sword around, nobody's coming to take a group photo or a selfie.
I couldn't find anyone either. Feels like I'd be hiding until my tummy started growling if I played hide and seek here. Uh-huh. My tummy isn't growling. Why? I've been running around investigating all day. Why am I not hungry? Am I sick?
So, Kaku, do you really need to bug the Deputy Chief with stuff like this? Want to hear my theory about what's going on?
Go on.
New Eridu has been hit by a deadly plague. Everyone must have been evacuated from Lumina Square while we were running those combat tests. As carriers of the virus, we've now been quarantined and cut off from everyone in this big empty square. Miss Tsukishiro, you hit me! Not even the Chief has done that before! Chief, put your hands down. That wasn't an invitation for you to hit me, too. Just because I was talking about the plot from a movie I watched last night doesn't mean you had to hit me.
My apologies. Did that hurt?
Huh? And you're asking me if it hurt? You sound like one of those mean homeroom teachers. Wait. No, it did not hurt. That's weird. I didn't feel anything.
Just as I thought. This empty square we're in, the lack of fans hounding our chief, Sakaku's tummy, Asaba's lack of pain. Instead of assuming thousands of people could be teleported away, let's begin with the assumption that the problem here lies with us.
Are you saying we're actually...
Yes, we're still in the virtual environment. For some reason, we haven't been able to log out.
I see. That explains a lot.
Our brains? Are they in danger?
Don't worry. Just in case, I can activate safety mode for everyone. I still remember the method outlined in the technical manual.
I'm sorry for running my mouth earlier, Deputy Chief. From now on, I'll fully support you memorizing the manual. And I'll buy you the finest hair conditioner on the market.
Okay, get me the latest shampoo from Carliche. All right, team. Let's head back to the HIA Club and try to find another way of logging out.
Safe mode activated.
All right, you're up. Sakaku, come here.
Okay, Nagi.
Sakaku, Asaba, what's wrong?
Whoa! No! Nagi, why isn't my body listening to me?
Oh, she's right. My body. It's like it's being controlled by something else.
What? Chief, are you okay?
I'm not. I had the urge to kill you about 5 minutes ago. Yanagi.
Leave it to me, Miyabi. So this truly isn't the real world. Someone's tampered with things, preventing us from leaving.
Hollow Special Operations Section 6, Heroes of New Eridu. I'm afraid no one in this world needs your salvation.
That logo, it's...
You're going to be trapped here until your brains shut down.
Oh.
You're finally awake, Sakaku. Feeling pain anywhere?
My head still hurts a little.
Looks like the pain feedback in the test system has been fully engaged. I'm sorry for being a bit rough earlier. I had to make sure to stop everyone.
It's okay, Nagi. My headache isn't because of you. More like from earlier.
Seems like we're all in the same boat.
A massive headache, then losing control and attacking teammates.
Now we can be sure our failure to log out of the VR system was not an accident, but a deliberate act. While everyone was unconscious, the enemy sent a threat.
That was brazen. Any idea who it could be?
It's just speculation at this point, but the fact that the enemy was able to display information in front of us proves they've gained partial control over the VR system.
So waiting for rescue isn't a good idea. But if we act recklessly, we might fall into the enemy's trap.
But can they really set a trap without even showing up?
This is a virtual world, and we're just data entities fully synced with our senses. Whoever controls the system is like a god here. They can do whatever they want.
The enemy delivered a threat at the risk of exposing their identity. Or perhaps that's what they want us to believe.
What do you mean?
As long as we can't figure out what they're capable of, the enemy will seem like a god. They flex their power to scare us, leaving us wondering what they can do within the system. That's their plan. They want to restrict our movements and keep us in check.
How did you come to this conclusion, Yanagi?
Our enemy threatened to destroy our brains by eliminating our data entities. Their attempt to seize control of our bodies and attack our allies was one such effort. But if they had truly seized full control of this system, they could have resorted to far more efficient methods. They could have simply destroyed our data, implanted a virus, ordered us to end ourselves, or even eradicated us along with this realm. But they didn't. So it's very possible they simply can't, because they don't have full control over this system.
That's possible, but maybe they're just not as devious as you and haven't considered doing it.
I'd say that's impossible, because they're up against us, Section 6. They can't beat us in the real world, so they've gone to great lengths to trap us in the virtual world. We have the most promising Void Hunter in New Eridu, so if I were the enemy, I'd want to take us out quickly. The more they bluff, the more it proves there's still something we can do.
You're the most cautious person I know. I've never seen you take action based just on speculation.
I think I'm the most cautious person you've ever met, too. What you've just heard are speculations from the most cautious of people. But I'm not taking risks because I'm reckless. Quite the contrary. The situation is dire, and we'll have to take the initiative to survive.
It's been a while since you spoke to Harumasa in such a serious tone, Yanagi. This reminds me of our first days in Section 6.
Everyone, do you trust me?
Well, you've laid it all out, and I don't have any other ideas.
Like Harumasa said, this is all just speculation without any solid evidence. If we're wrong, things could get worse, and there's no turning back.
Aw, Nagi's tail is drooping. Oh wait! Nagi doesn't have a tail!
But I have faith in you. As the chief, I'll take full responsibility for whatever happens. Just tell us what to do.
Thank you, everyone. As for what we should do, I'm sure you all remember in the previous combat test, there were still 3 monsters left to defeat.
Yeah. They said they'd already gotten the data they wanted before we could take them down, right?
Exactly. And do you remember the briefing before the operation? About the rules I saw in the user manual? Once all test monsters are defeated, the test will automatically come to an end.
Got it. So we need to go back to the test stage and finish off the last 3 enemies.
This is the best approach given the situation, but I'm sure our enemy won't just leave them there like sitting ducks. They have partial control over the system and will stop at nothing to eliminate us. We're just ordinary officers, while our enemy has far more resources and room for error.
Are you worried, Nagi?
No. It's our enemy who should be worried. Are you hearing this, you shady coward? You're messing with the elites of New Eridu. has access permissions to allow them to change the staging elements. A joint effort. There's a test target right up ahead.
Huh. Still bouncing around. Did I miss?
No. The feel of the strike is fine.
The enemy is scampering with monsters at it in the background. Watch your six. Everyone, watch out! These monsters are cheating. Surrender. A joint effort. We're at a disadvantage in a drawn-out battle. Let's go after the target first.
How about this?
Resistance to speed power.
Maggie, I see it! Hey, step right there!
Enemies of Section 6 shall pay.
Taking down cheating enemies? I impress even myself.
I'm enjoying the fight too.
Avoiding the fight like this. It must be one of the missing test monsters. Found you. Huh? This old trick? Chief Miyabi, now! There's no hiding instinct. You know how to leave this virtual space. Talk.
You're never leaving.
We're back in the HIA room again!
Whew, I'm exhausted.
Maggie, you did it!
That's the deputy chief for you.
Well done.
Do you remember the key phrase to start the test?
Yeah, it was that cool one. To feast on the city's delights. Or something like that.
No, Sokaku. I don't think that was the phrase. It was more like, to shine the light of justice, eliminate all evil. Yeah, something like that.
That's just the version you wanted, Chief. The correct phrase was, to protect the city, I shall become the light.
It's rare for Asaba to remember such details, especially at work. You can recite the slogan this time.
Wait, so you guys conveniently forgot because you were embarrassed to recite it? Oh, fine, I'll do it. But don't stare at me. It'll make it even more embarrassing. To protect the city, I, Asaba Harumasa, shall become the light. Why isn't the stage activated? Did I mess up the words, Inna?
What?
Aww.
Why are you all staring at me, Enna? And why are you all so tall, Enna? Wait, why am I talking like this, Enna?
Asaba? Is that you?
What's going on? Is this some kind of prank, Enna? Of course I'm me. What? Enna?
Harumasa turned into a bamboo.
Hold on. No. Wait. Enna? But why? Where's my body? Is this for real? Did I actually turn into a bamboo, Enna? I mean, sure, my old body wasn't perfect, but this... these stubby arms and this clumsy body... I'm totally useless then now!
Aw, cheer up, Harumasa. You're not useless. You're the best.
Now's really not the time for that, Enna.
It's that person.
The know-it-all intel officer, dragging everyone down with her. Just as planned. My strategy worked. The enemy made a mistake. Pfft, keep deluding yourself. Thanks to your foolishness, those battles gave me all the data I needed to take over this system, and soon to take over you. Your teammate's data model is complete. I've made some small optimizations to it. Soon, he'll be on a fast track to brain death.
What do you want from us?
Didn't I tell you? I want revenge on the invincible Section 6. That archer was the first. Next is the kid, and then the pride of the Hoshimi family. And you, the know-it-all intelligence officer, I'll make sure you're the last one. I want you to watch as your teammates under your leadership walk step by step towards the...
Sokaku?
Don't listen to that ugly loser, Nagi. I don't really understand what it was talking about. But I do know one thing. It was showing its face now because it's panicking.
Hey! Is that why you smashed me through the TV screen, Sokaku? Oh, the screen is back to normal, Enna.
I told you, I'm slowly seizing control of this system. Soon, I will be the god of this world. If I want it restored, it will be restored. And if I want you dead, you will die.
I get it now.
Too bad. It's already too late.
That means you're admitting it yourself. You haven't taken over this system, and you don't have the power to change the rules. It's reassuring to see the rules in the technical manual still apply. If we kill all the test monsters, it will trigger the end of the test. We're heading in the right direction. You've provided me with very useful information.
You think you're so clever. If that's your conclusion, then you're even dumber than I thought. Let's see if you're still smiling the next time we meet. Hey, you sneaky little creep! Don't run, Nana! Where are the others? Darn it! The path's blocked. Should we go around
Stay
and
calm.
blocked
Look around.
again? It's a dead ender.
The wall on the left doesn't seem very sturdy. Looks like we can break through it.
Awesome, Enna! I get the feeling it's trying to lure us in, Enna.
At this point, the only option is to catch up and take it down as fast as possible. Resistance is futile.
Deputy Chief, there's another wall here that can be broken, Enna.
Great. Let's take the shortcut as well.
Get out of the way, Enna! Don't block the path!
Let's make this quick. Such provocations don't go unanswered. Waste of time. Watch your six. Resistance is futile. I think I hear something up ahead.
Tsukishiro, that's...
Sukaku! Miyabi! Oh no, there's nowhere to go!
Nagi said we can't let the chief's data get stolen so quickly! Leave this to me!
Sukaku is giving it her all, but even so, it won't be enough to hold out for long, Anna! Hey, Tsukishiro? Oh no, Anna! No, Anna!
Nagi!
Yanagi! Forget about me! Get out of there!
I told you your assistance is useless here.
Really? Useless? Hurting people like this. The special monster we're looking for must be you.
Damn it! Tsukishiro Yanagi!
Stage complete.
I knew trusting you was the right thing to do, Nagi! The second monster is done! Woohoo! We're almost there!
I don't like just sitting here watching while my teammates fight without being able to help. But I'm glad you're okay.
Deputy Chief, now's a good time to act badass, right? Maybe drop a cool line like, I'm just an office worker. Something to rub it in, Nena?
Technically, I am an office worker, and you've done a great job as a bamboo, Harumasa. Huh? Why has everyone gone quiet?
You! Curse you! A mere intelligence officer messing up my plans!
You again? Seeing us destroy 2 of the test monsters meant you finally had to act? With 1 more to go, your plan is about to fail.
Arrogant as always, intelligence officer. Are you sure your teammates can hold out that long?
I have faith in them. You know nothing of their strength.
You don't need your teammates to teach you how to act cool. You're pretty good at throwing out those cheesy comic book cool lines yourself.
I'm just stating the facts. You've tried manipulating the data, the terrain, the system, and I think knowing when to give up is a form of wisdom.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one. Sometimes it is wise to give up.
Oh? It's been a while since I met such a reasonable villain. I might try and get you some special treatment as a prisoner. Maybe a pork cutlet that Sukaku hasn't already nibbled at?
I mean, giving up on you. If it weren't for your interference, I'd have already dealt with those 3. So I've decided to stop wasting time on you and focus on what's important.
Hold on. What are you planning?
Get out of my world! Stay out of my way!
Wait! Wait!
Miss Tsukishiro? You...
Where am I? Is this?
Mitsukishiro! You're awake! Thank goodness you're back. You're back in the real world. Miss Tsukishiro, the login link has been reestablished, but part of the system is still under the enemy's control. The message authentication information missing keeps popping up, so we can't log in.
I have an idea that might be worth a try.
What's that in your hand? Oh, a new Eridu Guardian badge? That's a really unique design. Is it official hand merchandise?
That's not important. Please take this badge to the specialist team for analysis.
This is incredible. Wait, do you intend to log into the system wearing this?
It's the missing authentication information, isn't it?
Yes, but it's too risky. Once you log in, you won't be able to activate safe mode. Even the pain feedback protection will be disabled, and it could...
There's something I'd like to confirm.
What is it?
Are the core system rules still in effect? I'm talking about the content in this user guide. This system creates an immersive virtual realm synced with the user's senses. Once all test monsters are defeated, the session will automatically come to an end. According to the specialists, these rules are intact, correct?
Of course! These are the core rules governing the VR system. Our battle with the enemy has always been about gaining control of the system, and they have neither the ability nor the opportunity to alter them.
Great. Then I'm going into the system. My teammates are still out there. Please assist me. I'm counting on you.
That was so moving! I'm going to create a dedicated fan club just for you, and one day, I'll make sure everyone in New Eridu is a die-hard fan of Miss Tsukishiro!
You're thinking out loud again.
No, that's just what I'm saying out loud. My inner thoughts are way more embarrassing. If I were to say them out loud, you'd never look at me the same again, so I'll stop. But since you've made up your mind, I'll give it my all to support you. I swear, as the founder of the Tsukishiro Yanagi fan club, I pray to the founders of Eridu, to Lady Sunbringer, and the leftover noodles from lunch. I pray for the safety of you and everyone in Section 6!
Thank you. I'll make sure they all get back safely. This is like something out of a nightmare.
So this is what nightmares are like.
Wait, Chief, you've never had one?
No, never.
Miyabi's combat data collection progress is at 97%.
Miyabi, there's no time! Please listen to me!
There's no need. Have you already uncovered the enemy's secret?
Yes, Chief.
Miyabi's combat data collection progress is at 98%.
You've got a plan to take them down, right?
I do, Chief.
Miyabi's combat data collection progress is at 99%.
Then I'll leave it to you.
Miyabi's combat data collection progress has reached 100%. Data collection complete. Model construction in progress.
To protect the city, I, Tsukishiro Yanagi, become light. Sorry, everyone. I got here too late. Leave the rest to me.
And the bad guys are here!
It doesn't matter how many kitty monsters show up.
Impressive, Deputy Chief. You're not gonna turn into a fangirl too, Lena.
We press on. Waste of time.
If only I had a bamboo-sized sword. I'd like to join the fight too, and...
Don't worry, Chief. Leave it to me.
Nikita, she's coming!
Resistance is futile.
Unity, the fig is about to strike enough.
Weak spot located. Because you're not her. Here.
This world is mine! Here, I can fail countless times, but you can afford a single mistake!
My right hand.
Miyabi?
My right hand. I sprained it earlier, stopping the blade.
It was back then.
It'll lead to subtle changes in my movements. You've always looked after me, after all of us. You're the only one in this world who can capture it.
Thank you, Chief.
Impossible!
Checkmate.
How'd you manage to dodge? Really? And you're going out with me?
You can go alone.
We're back! Nagi, you did it!
I can finally clock out.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Everyone's been light for so long. It's time to go back to being human.
Nagi, are you awake? Can you see?
Your hands are sweaty, Sakaku.
You're finally awake, Nagi! I was so scared! They said your mind used a force that exceeded your physical limits in there! And I thought it might cause your body to go haywire!
I see. I'll steer clear of that power in the virtual world from now on. Noted.
I told you the deputy chief would be all right. How do you feel? Sore all over? Maybe now you can relate to how I feel when I want to take a day off.
I'm glad you're safe and sound too, Asaba. However, I think you're cuter in your Bangbu form.
Deputy Chief! First you slap me physically and now you hit me with words? That's just cruel.
Thanks to you, we're back in the real world, Yanagi. Your strategy worked, as always. Once you're back on your feet, will you help me draft my will?
Now's really not the time for this, Chief. And what's with the will all of a sudden?
In large families like the Hoshimi family, such things must be sorted early.
Oh, I'm totally overjoyed to witness this reunion. I'm afraid I have to interrupt. Just to be on the safe side, we need to give everyone a quick medical checkup.
So, the virus was implanted in us by the enemy through that badge?
Virus isn't exactly accurate. It's a set of identification codes that aren't inherently dangerous and don't actively emit signals. Their sole purpose is to be detected during a full body scan when the wearer logs into the VR training machine. But when read, it becomes a virus. It opens up a back door, allowing the attacker to hack into the system. Or at least, that's what the tech staff reported.
But, Deputy Chief, how did you know the badge contained this virus?
Looking back, the only distinction between my actions and everyone else was I didn't interact with any fans before the mission started. To ensure all the citizens who trust Han feel at ease, the higher-ups have consistently encouraged officers to treat the fans as kindly as possible. It's only natural everyone wears the gifts sent by the fans.
So that pretty badge was actually something harmful. Oh no, I can't remember who gave it to me. If I could, we could trace it back to them, right?
Don't worry. I've already asked reliable colleagues to follow up.
Could it be an insider within the HIA?
I did have my doubts, but then I thought if an insider wanted to tamper with it, there are plenty of ways more subtle than implanting an identifier code. The most suspicious person, naturally, is the one who has the strongest reason to target Section 6 right now.
Oh, Section 5?
Now isn't the time for internal jokes. Chief, you understand what I'm trying to say, right?
No face. We're just one step away from taking down their leader. If they were going to make a desperate move, now would be the time.
Nullface once hacked into the HIA system and potentially gained access to internal intelligence. Furthermore, conducting electronic warfare through hacker groups has always been Nullface's specialty.
Hacker groups. So in other words, the remnants of Nullface, who normally operate independently, are now joining forces?
This is their last stand. To efficiently organize their attack against us, they likely aren't too spread out, making it the perfect opportunity to capture them all in one sweep.
Huh, they can't beat us in the real Hollows, so they cheat in the game world? These guys are the worst. So, when are we gonna go after them?
Rather conveniently, the intelligence from our partner department has just arrived. How about we take them down today?
connection between the port's companion hollow and our report today?
Huh? Doesn't seem related, does it?
Then how much longer are you going to keep filming it? Point the camera at me already.
Citizens, I am currently at the southern edge of the Janus Quarter. From here, we can see a small part of our bustling new Eridu urban area. The municipal election is about to begin, and the streets today are busier than usual. In response to the increase in foot traffic, public security has announced the clock security patrols. Citizens are urged to cooperate fully if they encounter officers on patrol. Speaking of officers, the first person we interviewed for today's special coverage of the election was one such officer. He's none other than our old friend, the hero who cracked the Vision Corporation scandal wide open, Inspector Bringer. Being one of the leading candidates for the commander of Janus Quarter, he...
Hey! Who are you? How'd you get in here? This is a construction site. Staff only.
What? Kevin, didn't you get a permit to film here?
Is this a construction site? I just picked a spot that wasn't busy and had a good view. I don't know.
Why, you little...
Right. Please gather your equipment and come with me.
Hey, wait, let me finish. Citizens, don't change the channel. We'll be right back with a special report on Inspector Bringer.
That's the guy! He's one of the masterminds behind the Vish scandal. He's Sarah's partner, her protector, ally, Inspector Bringer. I'm just a puppet, forced into the limelight. They're the real villains. You have to believe me!
Phew! Made it. Why is traffic in the city always so slow? It's like half the speed of the outer ring.
Maybe because the speed limit in the city is half what it is in the outer ring? Don't tell me you've just been speeding this whole time, Nicole.
What? Darn it. I have been going to the outer ring a lot lately. A good thing they can't give me a ticket because I always take my license plate off before I get back into town.
And speeding. Don't bring the traffic officers to our place.
Relax. I double-checked. No one's tailing me. It's just me and my car. You all heard what Perlman said over the phone. There seems to be more to the Vision scandal. Whether it's true or not, that will decide our next move. I'm here to take you to the outer ring so we can come up with a plan.
Huh? If he's so important, then why not just bring him back to New Eridu? Why come all the way to get us?
I wanted to, but it's election season right now, and security checks in and out of the outer ring are 10 times more strict than in the city. If what Perlman said is true, PubSec would definitely have arrested him on the way in. The enemies are out in the open, and we're in the shadows. Based on past experience, we'll probably need a low-key plan.
You mean the hollows?
Exactly! The main roads are filled with PubSec checkpoints armed to the bang-boo ears. If anything goes wrong and we need to use the hollows, we'll need a reliable proxy.
They only come to us when it's dangerous.
Master, if Perlman's claims are true, he may possess information about the unknown species in the monument at the construction site. This could assist with your long-term objectives.
That's true. The Cunning Hares, Bellabog Industries, Victoria Housekeeping, and the Sons of Caledon. It all began with this scandal. What do you think, Wise?
It's time we see this through. All right, I'll go, but just me. Belle will stay home and help coordinate remote support through the HDD.
Excellent. Seeing it through is the pro move. I'll contact someone who can get us out of the city. Don't forget to bring your little buddy. Oh, by the way, can we use your car? If my car gets stopped, my license application is doomed.
You're driving without a license?